We ordered this apparatus through Glick Fire Equipment. We have another identical engine coming in the beginning of 2026. This engine replaced a 2005 Pierce Dash. The new engine, which will be engine 5.3, will be replacing a 2002 Pierce Dash. Hi, my name is Rob Neese. I'm the Assistant Chief of Special Operations with the Center Region Fire Protection Program. Today we're going to be looking at Alpha Fire Company's new Engine 5.1, a 2024 Pierce Enforcer. And as we walk around, we'll look at some of the finer details of the engine. So this apparatus, it's got a 70-inch cab with a 10-inch raised roof. In the back, we have a tool mount panel on top of the dog box. Streamlight hand lights mounted, our radios, thermal imaging cameras, space for 4 crew members. Off the step, we have our low side compartment, a pressurized water can, and a set of irons. Identical compartments on each side for the outside seats to hop off and grab their tools right away. On the pump panel here, you can see we have exterior mounted 1.5 inch discharges. We have one on this side, 2 on the other side. This is a Hale pump with a 750 gallon tank. It's a 1,500 gallon per minute pump. It's also got an onboard Husky foam system with a 30 gallon foam tank. We have our 3 discharges. We have air primers for the pump. This apparatus is equipped with 3 6-inch intakes, one on the front, one on each side. Moving back to the engineer's compartment, we have all of our appliances for the pump operator, slide out trays with access to all of our couplings, appliances, adapters. On the bottom here, we have a TFT 5-way manifold and a TFT Blitzfire with stack tips and an optional fog nozzle. Above the wheel well, we have our forcible entry tools. One thing special about this truck that Glick worked with us on is this has a 12-inch shorter wheelbase than any of our previous engines. Being in a college town with a small downtown, we have a lot of tight streets. Shortening up the wheelbase made a huge difference in our turning radius and the ability to access some of those small streets. Moving back, we have our high-rise compartment. We run 2 150-foot 1.75-inch high-rise packs with TFT Metro 1 breakaway nozzles. We have our high-rise equipment bag, followed by some spare hose. In our slide-out tray here, we have a complement of Amkis Ion battery-operated tools. This is the first apparatus that we've spec'd that has only electric Amkis tools. This is the first one without any hydraulic tools. This is also the first apparatus that we've put an electric ram on. We were able to fit all of this in one slide-out tray with our crash entry kit. Up top here, we have 4 coffin compartments. We have a Wilbur dual head light tower, foam tank fill and water tank fill, as well as a extendable Master Stream deck gun. Moving around the back here, up top we have 2 hardbar compartments, a trash hook and our foam pickup tube up there as well. Looking at the hose bed, this has a low hose bed. It allowed us some different options with the amount of hose we're packing. We have exterior mounted discharges. We have a 200-foot pre-connect 2.5, a 200-foot pre-connect 3-inch with a gated Y valve on it. This is the first apparatus that we've put a 300-foot pre-connect on. Pre-connected 1.75-inch hand line with a TFT Metro 1 nozzle, 600 feet of dead load 3-inch, and 1,500 feet of dead load 5-inch. In the back here, we have a compartment with our chimney equipment, and this also doubles as the compartment for the operator's gear. Mounted on the back step here, we have our hydrant bag with hydrant appliances and our complement of ladders, a 24-foot extension, 14-foot straight ladder, 2 pike poles, and a 10-foot attic ladder. On our officer side rear compartment, this is the rest of our rescue complement, an Ajax rescue air hammer, DeWalt gang charger, and a DeWalt kit with our other DeWalt hand tools in it. Oil dry, here we have our equipment bag for our Paratech struts, chains, ratchet straps, other accessories. And here we have our Paratech struts. Step cribbing, and then cribbing packs here. We have enough to get started on the majority of our standard vehicle accidents. On our officer side here, our exterior compartments, identical compartments with spare cylinders. We have our RIT bag, this is a Scott RIT Pack 3. Utility rope, large area search rope. Moving up towards the cab here, we have flares, extension cords. This is the first apparatus that we have that has all electric saws. Below here, this is a blowhard quickie electric PPV fan. On the officer side of our pump panel, we have a 5-inch intake and a 5-inch discharge, 2.5-inch discharge here. We have our cord reel. Both sides of the apparatus have an identical cord reel. 2 sections of 5-inch in our tray here. This tray is interesting because it's seated in here and it allows movement. We get snowbanks building up on the sides of our front ramp here. So we designed that so that we wouldn't have damage to our trays going over any snowbanks. We have 2.5-inch discharges on this side, so that completes our 3 cross lays. Moving up to our bumper here, we have our final intake. We have a 6-inch intake here with a swivel on it that stays pre-connected to a 15-foot section of 6-inch soft sleeve, a hydrant wrench and spanners, and then a 150-foot bumper line. The lighting package is all high-vis lighting. We have a roto ray and 2 Mars lights, a high-vis light bar, and the entire apparatus is equipped with high-vis 12-volt scene lighting.